I'm not an imam, so I'm not able to speak eloquently on Ramadan. But I mean, really, as a Muslim, I know what Ramadan means, more so to a politician. Ramadan month is a month of service. It's a month that you commit extra to what you normally do in your daily life. It's a month of prayer. It's a month of forgiveness. And so you pray more than you normally will do. And that also means you work harder than you normally will do. And so Ramadan should not really be a barrier to a politician who is serving his nation. Either as a minister or a member of parliament, you should not use fasting as an excuse, for not doing your work. Otherwise, you are shortchanging your nation, and that is not encouraged. Not to even talk about encouraging that in the month of Ramadan. Fasting, as you know, was not new to humankind. Before the revelation came to the Prophet Muhammad, enjoining Muslims to fast, the Quran acknowledged that fasting had been enjoined for people before him. The Quran says, "Kutiba alaykum as-siyam, kama kutiba ala allazina min qablikum, la'allakum tattaqun." We have enjoined you to fast in the month of Ramadan. Fasting as it was joined for those before you, so that you may reflect. And so it's a period of reflection also. You must reflect about your country, about your community, about yourself. And reflecting means that what you have done wrong, you correct it. What you have not done perfectly, you try to perfect it. So these are the lessons Ramadan teach us. But also empathy. So you are well-to-do, for example, you have everything. But in the month of Ramadan, you fast just like a poor person.
As if you don't have food to eat.
Yes. And so it tells you how somebody without food feels normally. Not eating from morning till evening. You have that feeling. And that will increase your empathy. And then you can give more arms and you can give more support to poor people so that we can build a society that takes care of each other. So this is what I can say. But let me also add that the month of Ramadan is a blessed month for two main reasons. Number one, it is the month in which the Holy Quran was revealed.
To the Prophet?
Yes, to the Prophet. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. That is the month in which the Quran was revealed. And the Quran is a book of knowledge, it's a book of faith, it's a book of blessing. Allah himself says it. وَنَنَزِّلَ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ. And we have revealed the Quran to you, in which there is a healing. It's a healing and a mercy to those who believe. And so the fact that the Quran, which is the book Muslims are very proud of, and the whole world must be proud of it, was revealed for the first time in Ramadan, tells us how mighty the month of Ramadan, how Allah himself holds Ramadan. There is also a night within the month of Ramadan. Allah says, Laylatul Qadr, khayrun min alf shahr. That night, we call the night of power. It is the reward of worshipping that night is far more than worshipping for about 1,000 months. Yes. 1,000 months. The reward you get from worshiping, yes. That night alone, the reward, the blessing of that night alone is more than that. And Allah says that's in the Quran. So that is why we Muslims, we value Ramadan so much. And not just Ramadan, but also fasting. Fasting as a practice helps you health-wise as well. I mean, because some people will do fast breaks sometimes just to improve on their fortitude. Yes. So also the character of discipline. Discipline. You could go and hide somewhere and drink water and eat, nobody will see you. But the discipline of going through the fast, yes. And if you were doing things that, are considered sins, in fasting, you have
so if you are smoking during Ramadan, you don't smoke?
I mean, you cannot smoke from morning to evening.
So you might be able to overcome it.
That restricts you somehow, and you don't commit sins, you don't do things that Islam abhors, So generally, this is what I can say about Ramadan. I'm sure the Malams, the Imams will give
They'll be coming. They'll be coming.
a better articulation of this.
We wish you well.
Thank you.
When you were leaving